Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I uploaded my last video and today I'll be giving you a solution to one of the most annoying issues related to Warzone slash battle.net. And I know that before you clicked on that video you've probably tried a lot of solutions ranging from deleting the .idx files to deleting battle.net and all its components, but none of them of course have worked yet. So today our solution is pretty simple. It doesn't involve deleting the whole game because I know for some of you, you have maybe capped internet, so you don't want to waste your allowance gigabytes, and the others won't be probably having enough spare time to wait for the 100 gigs to install. So, before we start, I want to tell you that I have a pretty strong PC. I'm actually on a laptop. It's the Omen 17. As you can see, I'll show you my system specs. I have a RTX 2080 and an i7, sorry, 9750H. So the problem isn't related to your PC specs. It usually takes place when you modify the install of the game. Like for example, if you try to reduce the size and delete your multiplayer campaign. So this might happen, and sometimes it happens when you manually press on scan and repair. So let's get right into it. First of all, you'll go to the place where you installed the game. Okay, this PC. Okay, as you can see, I've installed it in my C drive. Okay, once you're inside the Call of Duty file, all what you'll do is that you'll start deleting everything, but you'll leave the data file. Okay, select everything, but leave the data file. Don't worry about that. You won't have to install all this again. It's like the whole size of the things that we're gonna delete is like 1.45 gigabytes. And most of them are concentrated in the main file, which is 1 gigabyte. Don't worry about everything. They are already saved in the data file. So the main file contains all the shaders that are used in real time while you're running the game. So every time you reinstall shaders, all this will get deleted and they'll start taking texture files from the data folder and they'll start installing it into the main and it will be used in real time. So those 1 gigabytes are deleted and installed every time you reinstall shaders from inside the game. That doesn't consume from your internet, so don't worry. Anyway, so as I was telling you, you'll delete everything except the main file. So click delete. Okay, so now we're left with the main file. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is probably something you've tried, and I'll add to it something that is more important and something that you've probably haven't tried yet. Okay, so the first thing, and I know that you've tried that before, is deleting the .idx files. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of IDX files in the data folder. What you'll do now is that you'll press both Control and A at the same time. You'll select all of these and delete. Okay, after you press delete, once you refresh it, you'll find that all of them have been deleted already. So, okay, now we're going to the next step and the most important step. As you can see, there are three folders inside the data folder. We'll go to the one in the middle, which is the data folder, which has almost the whole size of the game. Okay, what we'll do now is that we will arrange the files here according to their size. So once you press here, they are arranged descendingly from the largest file to the smaller and so on and so on. Now when you press on size again, it will be arranged ascendingly, so from the smaller to the bigger. What we will do now is that we will highlight all the folders starting from the smallest one and deleting everything until you reach any file that is more than 2 megabytes. So you'll stop right here. You won't be deleting anything that is more than 2 megabytes. So maybe once you look into that folder, you won't find that the files that you have the same size that I have on my folder, because I've deleted this before when I had the issue. So look, like you probably would find that in your folder you'll find files that are ranging from like 500 kilobytes to 1 kilobyte to 1000 kilobyte. So you'll be deleting all these. But once you get into the 2000 kilobytes territory, you'll stop. So you'll probably have like 1000 kilobytes right here. Stop at it and delete everything, and but don't delete the files that are more than 2 megabytes. Okay, so be deleting these. Okay, remember, just as I told you, you'd probably have different file sizes from the ones that I deleted, but the rule that applied to my files are the rules applied to your files. As long as it's less than 2 megabytes, delete it. Okay. And after that, you would empty your recycle bin. And once you launch the game from battle.net, it will start doing scan and repair, but this time it will work. It's guaranteed. And you can try this solution for any other game other than Call of Duty. It should be the same. Okay, thank you guys. And if it worked for you, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video. Okay, thank you again.